The mission here is simple: 14 days in Japan, 14 cute, unique outfits, with only 14 items of clothing. Can it be done? Well, let's find out. One of my true talents in this life is curating the perfect travel wardrobe. In this video, I'm sharing everything that I packed for 2 weeks in Japan, as well as my overall travel packing theory and some tips on how to adapt that to different types of trips, different destinations, different seasons, etc. We'll talk about my secret for building cute outfit combos out of a limited amount of items, and some bonus tips on what to pack that no one's really talking about, as well as 3 things I learned the hard way you absolutely don't need to pack. What are we waiting for? Let's get into it. So let's first talk vacation packing theory, and I can go more into this in the future if you're interested or need help with specific destinations. But for any trip, my packing goal is simple: versatility, comfort, and style. I want to be comfortable, but also feel put together for nice dinners and photos. And I want to feel like myself while also fitting the style of the destination. I always recommend choosing 1 or 2 pops of color to go with your favorite neutrals. This can vary depending on your destination and type of trip. For example, if you're going somewhere tropical, you might want more pops of color and less neutrals. The main thing is you want to make sure all of your colors go together and that you feel good in them. For Japan, I knew I wanted more neutrals and 1 main pop of color. It was an anniversary trip, so I wanted to add in some more romantic elements, as well as keeping in mind Japan's more modest culture. I planned everything around a color palette of red, black, white, tan, and dark denim. This made the mixing and matching effortless, and if you're someone like me that is obsessed with aesthetics, it also helps all the photos stay cohesive. So let's break this packing list down. Starting with outerwear, layering is key in Japan. If you're going in spring or fall, you're not going to need a heavy jacket, and chances are a lot of the time it is going to be warmer, so you want something you're able to put on and take off as needed. I suggest a lightweight, water-resistant jacket. For me, I did a red bomber jacket, so this is a really fun area to incorporate your pop of color, as well as a cardigan. And if you're not a cardigan type of person, you could also go with something like a flannel or anything that you can throw over a dress or a top to change it a little bit and keep a little bit more warm. Now there are 4 key bottoms, starting with your favorite pair of jeans. These can be dark wash, light wash, skinny, baggy. Seriously, this is up to you. Create your own adventure. I went with dark wash flare jeans. You want something that really can go with everything and that can be dressed up or dressed down. Something that you're comfortable in and that you also feel like you look good in. Then you're gonna go with a shorter skirt, or you could even do an athletic skirt here. That's what I did. Of course, modesty is important in Japan, but I noticed there was more of a concern around showing shoulders or a lot of cleavage rather than legs, especially if you throw on some tights. Going with that athletic skirt material is really great for moisture wicking on those days that you're walking around and sweating a lot. Then we want a longer skirt. I see a lot of girls wearing those super cute tiered maxi skirts, so one of those would be perfect here. I personally went with a midi skirt with a rose pattern on it, just because it was something I already had. I liked it. It fit my pop of color and those more romantic elements I wanted to incorporate. So there's a lot of different styles that can work here. And then you want a pair of non-denim pants. Think something a little bit more comfortable, an elastic waist, flare. You could even go with a fun pattern here, like a plaid, something like that. And try to incorporate a color that's different from your other bottoms. So not a denim and in a different color or pattern than your 2 skirts. Moving along to tops, we are going to do 2 white t-shirts. One of them we want to be more of a graphic style, and one is basically just a layering piece, just a plain white tee. You can really go with any graphic tee for this one. Since we were doing a day at Tokyo Disney, I did a Disney theme, but use this as a place to incorporate your personal style. Then you're gonna want a white blouse, something a little bit dressier, but not like super formal and still comfortable. Going with a linen or cotton is really great for a lot of the more humid locations like Japan. We will also want a long sleeve shirt in one of your neutrals. I went with the black, and you can do something fun with this too. I went with a white lace trim on mine, so I thought it kind of gave like an anime vibe, and we were going to Japan. And then you also want a lightweight sweater in another one of your neutrals, or you could go crazy and do a pop of color. Again, choose your own adventure. Something that goes with your bottoms and can be layered over your tops or worn by itself. Again, the point with all of these different tops is we're trying to cover all the bases. You got your long sleeve, you got your short sleeve, you got your dressier, you got your more casual, you got your warm weather, your cold weather, your layering abilities. You're really keeping all of that in mind. And when in doubt, go a little bit more neutral with these basic tops, because again, you can always incorporate your pop of color in your outerwear, in your shoes, stuff like that. Then this doesn't really fit in tops or bottoms, so it's kind of in its own category. But I do suggest packing at least one dress. Pick something that you feel comfortable in. Go a little crazy with a pattern maybe. Make sure it's comfortable. I went with a red floral pattern. It's long, it's modest, and I felt like I could wear this dress with both of my pairs of shoes, my outerwear, and even have my sweater over it if I needed to. Okay. Arguably the most important part, even if it's the part you're not seeing as much, is your shoes. And we are sticking to 2 pairs of shoes. That's right, you're gonna wear one of them on the plane there, and you're going to pack one of them. It helps with your suitcase not being too heavy, and it makes sure you have enough space for everything. For this, you want a good pair of walking shoes. So usually that's gonna be a sneaker, and again, this is where I suggest you could throw in a little pop of color. I love my Adidas Sambas in this bright red. I got them for this trip to Japan, but I wear them all the time. And then, inspired by my destination, I got a pair of classic black Mary Janes. I just feel like Mary Janes scream Japan. The key to this second pair of shoes is you want something that can look a little bit dressier, but is still casual enough. So in my opinion, the Mary Janes really hit the mark perfectly. Okay, this might not seem like a lot for 2 weeks in Japan, but trust me, you can create so many outfit combos with just these items. Keep in mind you are going to need to do laundry while you're there during these 2 weeks, but every hotel we stayed at had washing machines that you could use, so really no issues there. Okay, let's get into the outfits and my secret for how I put together my outfits. Here's just a few examples of how I threw these items together. Outfit number 1, we have the floral dress, red cardigan, and red sneakers. This was perfect for a long day in Kyoto, exploring the shrines and temples, and also visiting Nara Deer Park. It was comfortable, but I felt cute and appropriate in these places that I wanted to take good pictures, and I also wanted to be respectful of the culture. Outfit number 2, we have the white blouse, dark denim jeans, and black Mary Janes. This is like the perfect dress up or dress down outfit. Like, I felt like I could do anything in this outfit, and I felt so comfortable and so cute. It's casual enough to walk around the shops, but dressy enough to get a nicer dinner. Outfit number 3, a simple black long sleeve, the plaid athletic skirt, and the red sneakers. I wore this in Akihabara, and it just has that like anime schoolgirl feel to it, and that's why I wanted to wear it. The style is a little bit more lax, and there's less like modesty expectations there as well, so it didn't feel out of place. And there were so many other outfit combos that I wore. Obviously, this lasted me 14 days in Japan. That's the whole point of the video. But I have 2 tips on how I'm able to come up with my outfit combos. First, you can use an app like Pinterest Shuffles or even Canva to upload either your specific pictures of your items of clothing or find similar enough items of clothing online to upload, remove the background from the pictures, and then literally go about your outfit planning like it's Polyvore in 2012. Getting to see them physically there on your screen is just so helpful for seeing how the outfit's actually gonna look. And another option, if your brain has reached max capacity of the outfits you're able to come up with, take advantage of the good old 21st century we're in and ask ChatGPT for some outfit combos. I did this in a panic the night before my trip because I was just so worried, like, was I packing too much? Was I packing too little? All you have to do is send a few different lists of what you're thinking about packing to ChatGPT and ask it to come up with outfit combos for you. It really helped me nail down the exact list and see outfit combos that I wouldn't have even come up with on my own. With this packing list, I never felt like I was repeating outfits, which was super important to me because Japan is not somewhere where I didn't want to look and feel cute. Seriously, every corner is a new aesthetic spot, so it's really important to maximize the potential in what you're packing. Okay, now getting into the items that I feel like not a lot of people talk about that I think should be required for visiting Japan. First up, and this is really, if you get one thing from this video, let it be this. I cannot stress this enough. Dr. Scholl's gel inserts. I will link the ones that I got for you below, but I have never tried inserts before, and I cannot express to you how much this changed the game. Like, my feet were still hurting at the end of the day, but I'm a complainer and I'm someone who hates walking. I hate my feet hurting. And with these, I was never deterred from walking. I always still felt like I was capable of walking more and more miles. And I really saw the difference in me wearing them and when my boyfriend didn't. One tip for these is I didn't realize you are supposed to actually take out the insert that comes in the shoes and fully replace it with these. So the first little bit I was wearing them, my toes were like cramped in there because there's 2 layers of inserts. So make sure you fully remove the inserts. And then I just move these inserts in between my shoes. Seriously, this has changed my life in general, but if you're going on a walking vacation, you need them. It's a non-negotiable. The second thing is a portable charger. In Japan, you are on Google Maps on your phone all day. That is the way that you navigate public transit, that you get anywhere. So make sure you have a portable charger, multiple even. I would say at least one for each member of your group. This next one is a foldable duffel bag. This is for all of the fun extras that you're gonna pick up on your trip to Japan. Trust me, you will buy a lot. It is amazing. It's a shopping paradise. I was in heaven. And a lot of people suggest checking a larger bag or even buying a new one there. Personally, for me, I wasn't into that. I like to avoid checking things if possible. Instead, we packed a duffel bag. Just a simple, collapsible, foldable, like Adidas duffel bag. It can go at the bottom of your carry-on, underneath all your clothes, and then you can just fill it up with all your goodies on the way home. Along those same lines is getting a backpack that is specifically made to be a personal size item for the airplane. I'll link the exact one that I got. I really love it, honestly. It just made it really easy for any extras that I needed, any extra space I needed. Even when I had it stuffed, it kept it under that personal size guidelines. And last up is to make sure you're packing practical but cute accessories. So I'm thinking, make sure the purse you're packing will fit everything you need. Make sure if it's a camera, make sure it can fit a water bottle. Make sure it can fit a bag of trash because there's not a lot of trash cans in Japan and you have to carry around your trash with you a lot. Make sure your purse is a color that matches all of your outfits. Also, try to find a hat that will match everything and that you feel cute in for those inevitable bad hair days. Now let's talk about what you absolutely do not need to pack for Japan because trust me, nothing will ruin your trip more than overpacking. First up, you do not need to worry about packing a reusable tote bag. You are going to need a reusable bag, but you can get that as soon as you get there. Trust me, they are sold everywhere and there's so many cute patterns and ones that just fold up really small so they can just be thrown in your bag. Another thing you absolutely don't need to pack is an umbrella. Trust me, even if the forecast calls for rain, you really don't need it. Every single hotel we stayed at had umbrellas that we could use for free, and they're sold for super cheap in every single shop as well if you really are in an emergency situation. And the last thing, this is something you probably have heard before, but you really don't need to worry about packing toiletries. Every hotel we stayed at had an abundance of free toiletries, as well as the drugstores and shops have just the most fun products that you're gonna wanna try. So leave all the like crazy stuff at home. Just pack what you're gonna need for like the flight there. Packing for trips isn't just about making sure you have enough clothing to wear. It's about curating experiences, setting the scene for the version of yourself that you want to be on this trip. For 2 weeks in Japan, this packing list made me feel like I was the main character. And I hope it does for you too. If you love romanticizing life through travel and style, make sure you like this video, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. Let me know in the comments, what is your must-have item for travel? Because chances are I need to add it to my list. And if you end up using this packing list, tag me on Instagram or TikTok at Forever Becca. Until next time, sending you love.